Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. A first carry now. This is Williams. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. 5 yards on the game's first play. Second down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
And here's the first carry of the game for the former Eagle, LaShawn McCoy. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And going deep for Hill. It's caught inside the 25. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 59 yards. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. 24 yards. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive.
Throughout the game, we're going to track so many different statistics, but one is becoming increasingly in vogue: explosive runs of 20 yards or more, and we just saw one right there to open this game.
Now we'll see how the other team responds, because when you get a play like that against you this early in the game, you got to feel like your back's against the wall a little bit.
Yeah, the pressure now increases on you because your first thought is we have to answer right now.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. They run with Howard. Finding room at the 30. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. That one good for 37 yards. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage and anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good, backside guys,
man,
that's what you're supposed to do?
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
On first down, they run with Howard. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Trying for the tight end, Ertz, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big time.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack.
Yellow. Switch. Echo. Hey, Sunday.
To try again after the sack. Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Hey, dribble it. Check 24. Hold the look. Hold.
Now here's Mahomes. Being chased out left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
That's taken inside his own 40. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over.
Here we go. 180. Switch. Watch it.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Howard. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Check 56. Ready? Check nickel. Check out.
This is Howard on 2nd down. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Wentz. Looking for Ertz, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Armani Watts. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Well, when I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
57 to Mike. I'm coming. Hey, 15. Check 37. Check. Watch twist.
On 1st down, Mahomes. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Smoke. Lights 57's right. Silver. Come back. Kill. Check three.
Now Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down. Mahomes now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
15's mine. I'm taking it. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Kill, 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 kill.
Mahomes will try again on second down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call.
Hey, check. Yellow, 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 yellow. Yeah. Yellow. Hey, 43.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Flushed out right. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. It'll be a gain of 17, but even with that, they'll be well short here for 4th down. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
Yellow. Go. 15.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And that is going to be incomplete. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. They go with Howard to begin the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Wentz. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Darren Lee, the blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
74.
Now Wentz. And the pressure gets to him again. Emmanuel Ogbah providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report, but business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory. But the other guy, oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 14 yards there and an Eagle 1st down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18, and he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Here we go, here we go. Let's go, Greg. Check 3. Go team, spill. Bang. Watch the ship.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Watch out for Hill on the return. A great return there of 22 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Buying time to his left. And his throw is incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Going for this is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill there to make the grab. And the Chiefs are able to, and oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And the fake attempt here not going to work. Got a little yardage, but not enough to get to the goal line. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
No. Jim. Check nine. He's coming. We got double up.
Shotgun now for Wentz. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. It's caught by Aguilar. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A really nice gain of 25 yards. On 1st down, Wentz. It's caught by Sanders. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
At the 16-yard. 46 down, man. 5-4.
Wentz to throw again. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson there to make the grab as his guys are back within a single score. Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now 13-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Watch tight end. Tight right. We got three, fellas. We got 3. Hey, 43, 15. Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Orbit. No, it's 57's right. Too little, Captain. 15. A little flat.
Mahomes now on 1st down. They complete it to Hill. And he's got some space here. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They'll begin the drive with Howard. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 2nd and 11 now. Wentz. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
Go. 180. Watch the slant. Check. Left line two. Whip. Watch the whip.
Wentz now on first down. Throw left side complete. It's Ward. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 26-yard line.
Here we go. 20.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. 280. That's track. Like 22.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wentz, and complete to Zach Ertz. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 3. Again, it's Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Nigel Bradham brings him down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. So after the run by McCoy, here's another 1st and 10.
Back. 15. Hey, 43. Bravo. Hey, 57 colors.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Again, it's Howard. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
Now Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
To throw is Wentz. It's brought in by Jeffrey. And he is in as they have tied it late here in the final minute of the fourth quarter. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused because they still have some work to do?
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Easy. Hey, watch the ball. Yellow. Check. Crunch. Check.
He's back to throw. Looking again for Watkins, and this time that's complete. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. Mahomes now has hit on just 7 of 17 passes, 41%.
Yellow. Check. Shit. Hey, switch gears. Clap.
Mahomes to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's, and disaster strikes here. This is going to be a safety in the final minute, and the defense may have just won this ball game. So what a crazy sequence of events right there. It ends up a safety, and that almost certainly is going to turn a W into a big L.
And a brutal L, too. Just when you think you've seen everything in this game, man, here's a safety in the final minute to turn a 1-point lead into a 1-point deficit. Now that's going to be a tough pill to swallow.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. So this one in the win column for Kansas City, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour and something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary, because they understood how vital it was to take the football away. And they wanted every opportunity. When the ball was knocked free, they want all those guys to be familiar with touching the ball so they could pick up the fumble or get the interception. And we saw it pay off in this one here.
Yeah, 5 times. They'll remember this one.